Welcome to Deep Dive Daily, where we explore the world's most captivating news stories and uncover the layers of truth beneath the headlines. Today, we bring you 4 impactful stories, each carrying its unique positive and negative aspects. Let's dive deep and see what lies beneath these headlines. Belgium's sex workers get maternity leave and pensions under World First Law. Positive aspect number 1, for the first time, sex workers in Belgium will have access to maternity leave and pensions, a historic step towards social equality. This law acknowledges their rights as workers and ensures they're treated like other professionals in society. Aspect number 2, this legislation sets a precedent for other countries to follow, potentially improving the lives of marginalized workers worldwide. It's a beacon of progressive reform. Negative aspect number 1, however, critics argue that legitimizing sex work in this way could normalize an industry often associated with exploitation and abuse. Aspect number 2, some fear that despite the reforms, implementing this law may remain challenging, as sex workers may not trust government systems or fear exposure. Syrian troops withdraw from Aleppo as rebels advance. Positive aspect number 1, the withdrawal of Syrian troops from Aleppo signals a significant victory for rebel forces, potentially paving the way for more local control and independence. Aspect number 2, this could also mark a turning point in the Syrian conflict, giving hope to communities long caught in the crossfire. Negative aspect number 1, but the rebel advance raises concerns about the vacuum left behind. Without proper governance, there's a risk of power struggles and further destabilization. Aspect number 2, additionally, the withdrawal comes at the cost of devastating destruction and loss of civilian life in Aleppo, a city now struggling to rebuild. Trump picks loyalist ex-aide as FBI director. Positive aspect number 1, by appointing a loyalist, Trump aims for stronger alignment between the FBI and his administration, potentially creating a streamlined and unified leadership approach. Aspect number 2, this decision could bring stability to the FBI by ensuring a leader who understands the administration's priorities and goals. Negative aspect number 1, however, critics argue that appointing a loyalist compromises the FBI's independence, risking a loss of public trust in its impartiality. Aspect number 2, this appointment raises fears of political interference in an agency meant to function as a nonpartisan watchdog. Silenced and erased, Hong Kong's decade of protest is now a defiant memory. Positive aspect number 1, the protests in Hong Kong remain a powerful symbol of resistance and resilience, inspiring pro-democracy movements globally. Aspect number 2, even as they are silenced, the memory of these protests keeps the spirit of defiance alive, fostering hope for future change. Negative aspect number 1, but the decade of protests also highlights the erosion of freedoms in Hong Kong, with activists facing censorship and imprisonment. Aspect number 2, additionally, the silencing of protests reflects the growing influence of authoritarian policies, leaving citizens feeling powerless and isolated. These stories reveal the complexities of our world, where progress and setbacks often walk hand in hand. What's your take on these headlines? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed today's deep dive, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Deep Dive Daily. Hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest analyses. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next deep dive.